state suite.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Where did I see it?
I was trying to find the thing that you mentioned in the chat.
All right. Who has taken over today and will be streaming because I will unfortunately not be available. You can see Akon practicing something very cursed right now that I really don't want to talk about.
That he's definitely gonna go for it during the run.
Yeah. So again, welcome to the HP1 Any Tournament. I'm sorry we're late. We had a bit of technical issues, but we should be fine right now.
I think we're ready.
Yeah, I think we're ready as well. Akon, are you ready?
Maybe.
Okay, you know what? That's not a no. Just
That's something.
excuse some scary Bulgarian noises. Vicky boy, спри да шерваш през Discord.
Fuck.
I'll just quickly restart my game because I accidentally killed my sound because I'm like that.
Wait, is my mic supposed to be working
Well, yeah.
on the stream?
Yeah.
Fuck. Give me a second, I'm making another. Alright, I have a mic now.
Okay, perfect. This is Akon. Say hello.
Hi. I did not almost oversleep, I'm fine.
All right. If you guys are ready, you can count us down. You can count us down whenever.
I have a Portugal man up. I have an Akon up.
You wanna count them down, Renee?
Yes, I can count. Fuck, there's not a TV dropping down here. That's okay. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. If the runners are ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
Alright. In 3, 2, 1, HP1.
HP1. Good luck.
I didn't start my timer.
All right. Wait, did Victor move?
I don't know.
Move to commentary.
Welcome to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. I am Albus Dumbledore, your headmaster. Now, Hogwarts is full of
I think we're in the commentary room with everybody who should be there. Let's go.
but keep in mind, not all
Wonderful.
secrets are rewarding.
Well, both of them are talking to Dumbledore, so we missed no interesting commentary, I think.
The first good cutscene and
But alas,
portal setting up
when I
menu
returned,
glitch
they were
successfully.
replaced by a nasty
I can't do it yet.
firecracker.
I haven't seen him do it, but also I was more focused on his timer being like 3 seconds behind.
Well, Akon has, of course, a very unique way of boosting, so maybe he doesn't need his menu glitch.
That's true.
Hey Harry,
Maybe his game just lags and he'll be up there.
my brothers Fred and George have something to show you. Follow me.
And talking to Ron, I love actually how like the first 4 minutes of HP1 is just like minimal walking and like maximum cutscenes. So it's just getting ready to like prepare you for what's about to come because this game gets insane.
It does get very insane, but as you said, it's off to a slow start this game, that's fine. That's why we also decided to remove intro from this tournament. As you saw, both runners started instantly in, well, the game itself, rather than watching the 2-minute intro book cutscene, which you usually watch if you're familiar with HP1. And for speeding things along this tournament, we've decided to skip that cutscene. And still plenty of cutscenes to watch, so no worries there.
Run.
This
And,
is the original cutscene percent run before cutscene percent got popular again.
Exactly. Meanwhile, it looks like Portal's a little bit ahead, cleaner ledge grabs, but honestly nothing between them yet.
Well done.
Yeah.
Now, let's
I think
try
the
jumping.
first major factor is going to be the multitask
You can climb back up
in
and
the
start
next
over.
room.
Meet us in the
Unless
next
somebody
room.
falls off the
We'll
bookcase,
take
of
the
course.
shortcut
Yes,
and meet
of
you
course, that's also a thing.
Why that is because I fell.
Portal making it cleanly, very polished. And let's see what Akon does.
there. He's always
He
causing
got a little
trouble.
bump on Peeves, so he's a bit slower now.
So watch your step.
Get the beans! Get the beans!
You got to collect all the beans. Don't be like me, where you're trying to like optimize your route and instead just forget beans because you need them to trigger the first cutscene
Would you say
in
that's
this room.
suboptimal?
That is highly suboptimal, yes, so it's not recommended at all. And we have Portal going for the optimal any percent bean route.
Portal does not go for the super jump there, which is
Yeah.
interesting. It misses the multitask. That's a chance for Icon to catch up those few seconds he's behind.
We couldn't have done it without you.
I'm just getting
We need the beans for some.
Let's see if Akon gets this.
And nope.
Here's a wizard
No.
card for you.
Yeah,
You've
so
earned
dead
it.
even. Well, Portal's still a little bit ahead.
And it looks like Portal is opting out of the people card, which is understandable for time reasons, but a little disappointing.
Is Akon gonna pick up the people card?
fucking idea.
No, he's
No.
not.
And Portal with a very nice backup on this. So, lovely.
Well, well, well.
Yeah.
Akon
Con
as
with the
well.
interesting boosting as well.
I'm Draco Malfoy.
Very
and you
neat,
do well to
very
show me
clean.
respect. These are my fellow Slytherins.
And Akon is
Crab
lagging
and Goyle.
immensely for me.
Naturally,
I'm
we
gonna have to
Slytherins
refresh
go to win the
him.
House
Right,
Cup
no.
and the Quidditch Cup.
That you need
You
to
better
fight.
stay out of our way, Potter. Let's go,
Oh, this is
boys.
gonna be
Yeah,
great.
talking to Malfoy. Got to avoid the Hermione cutscene. It's easy, but people manage to fail it sometimes. By people, I mean me.
Hello, I'm people.
Professor Quirrell.
Both
There
of
we
them
go.
seem to-
We'll learn how
Yeah,
to protect
lovely.
ourselves against the dark magic with the Flipendo spell.
And we do spell learning. In Hundo, it's more difficult because you need to do like 3 rounds of it. But in any percent, it should be fairly easy.
Make
Yep.
the same pattern.
Yes, Hundo requires 4 rounds of spell drawing, but here we just need 50%. Which,
Fifty.
Fuck, I don't have my thing.
well, 77% is not 50, but it counts.
Yeah, it's more than 50. So
Exactly.
perfect.
That was a shaky.
And
So that will
Akon,
put Portal towards the first, like, really interesting level of this run.
5
yeah,
Gryffindor.
yeah. There's lots of fun things in Flipendo.
And
Do you
knowing
think-
Portal, he'll go for all of them.
Yes, yes. I do think I was just going to ask if you think he's going to go for cycle skip, but of course he is.
Icon drawing a little message there.
Splendid.
It's not quite 65, but
I think he meant to write 50, probably.
Follow me, Mr.
oh, I thought he was writing a hole. I was like, why? Christmas is over. But
Hold
Well, that's
the
well
down
done
mouse button
to
to
Portal
obtain the
for like
Flipendo
a
spell.
small little lead,
Button
Can I
to
go for something?
and
Oh.
I suppose.
Portal's going for a low cast strat.
barrel.
Oh my dear god. No way. So what he's trying to do currently is clip up this wall so he can get over the barrel without having to cast at it. It's a very well, it's been made easier by this particular clip. It used to be a lot harder before.
I feel like Icon not quite honoring the agreement there.
Yeah. He's like, I'm behind, I'm gonna go. Oh, well. Portal failed to go through that, through the barrel, so he just cast on it instantly.
So do you think this can still PB?
I'm hopeful, yes.
I was like,
I'm
oh, he's
assuming,
gonna
by the way, I forgot to ask them, that they're running on the US version of the game.
On the wall.
I did not. Yeah, I didn't think to ask that either.
I think we'll likely see some multitasking on second floor landing.
Yeah, that's how we're gonna know. And Ekon boosting from the pot champ to make that jump easier. Always appreciated.
Portal does it without, so catches up a little bit there.
Go on and collect your challenge stars. I'll meet you further.
Portal gets more beams, but Akon gets a super jump, which is also nice.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that
beam.
was a really nice super jump, and he navigated himself really well as well. You can tell that this is a person with lots of practice with super jumps from playing low cast.
Yep.
And Portal going for
Ekon-
Nick skip, but Ekon isn't.
He does get the multitask and grabs the safe book in the multitask. Okay.
Got to be safe.
Interesting safety strat there. Doesn't want to get lost in the blind walk here.
Yeah.
Because what Portal's trying to do now is he's trying to navigate along the corridors while he cannot see Harry, which is obviously a tricky one.
The game will restart from this point.
Yeah, and it can be really difficult to find your way around because the path is really, it's got a lot of turns and small little nooks and crannies where Harry can get stuck.
You can see on the con screen what Portal had to traverse, but he got there.
Yep, Portal showing his experience with the game and his expertise because he's just so good at this game.
Cleanly using his hyper jump there.
Yep,
Going
wonderful.
for the safety save. I like that in a tournament.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm doing the same now.
But missing the save. But oh, going for window jump regardless. Okay.
That's just a show off.
Yeah. And we have the cycle skip setup from Portal.
Looks like he gets at least the first part of. Oh god, Akon doing the low cast strat. Yeah, I think this race might be over unless he gets it first try.
Oh gosh.
Portal not going for the second
Yeah.
cycle skip. Interesting. I'm not even sure if the first one really saves much then. But I understand this for safety reasons.
Mhm. Let's see how the wall walk goes in the third section.
Had some struggles there yesterday in his practice match against Steph, but he's managed to find it again.
Yep. Easy clap there. And Akon still struggling with the low cast strat. I must say I'm not particularly surprised considering Flipendo is one of the danger levels in low
This is
cast.
a gnome, Mr.
Yeah.
Potter.
Well, he did make it, but nope.
Mr. Young
He's going to
Wizards.
go for
Knocking
the
on
second
his
part as well.
backside to
Oh,
complete the
gosh.
challenge. They move quickly and can be quite
I mean, I would
nuisance.
say he might be able to make up the time, but Portal's already out of this room, so
Yeah,
not very
unless
likely.
he boosts past the flying lesson, I'm thinking he'll be a little bit behind after this.
Yeah.
Potter, you completed the challenge.
And just like that, Portal is done with Flipendo.
Required number of challenge stars. 5
You know what that means? It's time for people fly.
People fly indeed.
Practice before you're late.
How many missed drinks do you think we're going to see today?
In their Gryffindor clan, Harry, Ron, and Hermione
Yeah, at least
talk
like
about
more
the
than
exciting
2.
first
Yeah,
days at
I think so
Hogwarts.
too. I think that's a fair
There was much
bet.
talk about the break-in at Gringotts Wizard Bank, but there was little time
And
to dwell
Akon
on this,
setting up for the
since
wall walk
Harry
as
and his
well.
friends
Yeah.
were expected to
For the
go
first
Well
wall
done.
walk, you never know how many wall walks. Ah, okay, he does go for the switches like normal.
Yep. For the people who aren't familiar with low cast, instead of casting on these switches, low cast does very, very insane wall walks in this room. There's 3 in total, and you have to get all of them one by one, and it's really annoying. And Portal ready to start his flying lesson.
Yes.
Well, good luck to Portal. Let's hope he does Oliver Wood proud. I mean, Madam Hooch proud.
Of course, both of them.
And Akon casting on the gnomes, missing a cast, but that's okay.
Finishes off Flipendo.
Yep. Portal onto his green rings now. You can tell like this is a person who knows HP1, who's played this game a lot and is actually really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
It just shows from the flying as well. Like
His flying is
it's-
clean, yes.
yeah.
Relative. Never mind.
It was clean. The commentators
one.
says.
So we keep count.
Mhm. It has to be more than 2, or else we get kicked off of commentary for next week.
Oh,
Yeah. Sorry. Those are the rules.
that's fair. Those are the rules, kid. I see.
Yep. Anywho, now we have a con in the flying lesson. Well, Portal is almost in the last set of the rings, so
Yep. See if he can make a nice corner here.
yeah,
Nice.
it's a nice like visual indication of how far ahead he is. And he missed another ring, so that's
Well,
2
that's
already.
already 2. I think we're back.
And that's-
that's 3.
3.
There we
Let's
go. We're
go.
back in commentary next week.
Yeah, thank you, Portal, for securing a spot for us. Single-handedly. Didn't even have to wait for the other games.
Perfect.
But
Well, Madam Hooch thinks it's perfect, so
Now on, you may practice
yeah, who
flying
are
at
we
any
to
time.
argue with, Madam Hooch? I think it was pretty good.
it was good.
Yeah.
Time for your chance.
And I mean, the whole point is like you can't PB anyway, so he's still ahead of Ekon, and like the point is the race anyway. So
Yes.
You're early for the lesson, Harry, but I'll teach you a
and
new spell.
now we have another set of interesting strats coming up. It's a multitask it's a multitask after multitask after multitask, which saves a fair bit. And
Yes,
also- yeah.
For new viewers, I think it's kind of interesting to explain what a multitask is. So in this game, you have cutscenes, clearly, but if you get hit in cutscene or somehow trigger a second cutscene, you're allowed to move during that cutscene, allowing you obviously to be faster because you don't have to wait until that cutscene is over. So what we'll see here on Portal's end is, well, we'll see in a minute that he's going to trigger 2 cutscenes at the same time and then tries to keep multiple cutscenes going for a while, doing multiple things at the same time, but we'll see that as it progresses. Meanwhile, with Con, not a ring missed.
Yeah, Ekon's flying was really clean,
Now you try using Alamora.
and we'll see Portal queue up cutscene after cutscene so that he can gain movement all through them instead of having to sit and watch and, you know, continue with the run as it were.
You've got it.
I think he will try the bookcase. What about you?
I think so too. It's a safe bet. Oh, he has tried the bookcase. Let's go. Now he's setting up for the first multitask, where as soon as he casts on the
Well,
knight, well, he's
We're
missed
not
it.
gonna see it.
Yep, that's
The idea was that he hits the cutscene in that room that he's watching right now as the cutscene of the knight opening the secret place.
Ask Alamora to unlock it.
Yeah, so it lets him gain movement during the second cutscene, and he would have been able to do this as soon as the cutscene finished, and it would have been a lot faster, but that's alright.
Backed it up there with a super jump, but unfortunately misses that one as well. Super jumps in this game are frame perfect, so
Welcome, young
it's
wizards.
not weird that he
I'm
misses
Professor
that one.
Flitwick, and today you will learn the levitation spell.
The only
Wingardium
person I've
Leviosa.
seen be like very consistent with super jumps is Flo, and I don't even know how he does it. So he
Yeah,
probably
I
has a
heard
different
he's
client
pretty
or
good at
something.
this game.
Hold down the mouse
Yeah.
button and follow the pattern, then release the button.
Okay, so do you think Ekon's gonna go for the multitasks?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you think he's gonna get it?
Yes, absolutely. Well, would be rude if I just say no, so...
Yeah.
No, but I think
Mr. Potter.
it's not a low-cast strat, that's what worries me a little bit. You know, Con's very practiced in
Continue with
low-cast
the
strats,
lesson,
but
Mr. Potter.
it doesn't save a cast. Looks like a good setup, though.
An irregular version of the
Fingers
spell
crossed
won't
that it
work,
works
Mr.
for
Potter.
Ekon. It will be his chance to. Oh, never mind.
Nice, I didn't get the
Yeah, could have helped him
You may
with,
now enter the Wingardium Leviosa challenge to practice the spell.
you know, saving some
Follow
time
me,
over
Mr. Potter.
Portal.
Cast Alamora to unlock it.
Also, I think both of them kind of going through this section casually.
Cast
Yeah.
Wingardium Leviosa
Well,
on
as
that
casual as
statue,
casual can
then
be.
move it onto that large plate.
In
Yes.
a speed run.
Wingardium Leviosa!
the next thing we're gonna see Portal do, hopefully, is get it first try as well. Jump on the pot, and then skip the entire next room ahead and just jump down to the next floor down.
Jump is fairly precise, but you can knock over this cauldron, and then it
Yeah.
becomes free, which maybe you should have done. Still get it.
Portal.
There we go.
Yep. Nice. Now he's gonna try and clip the block through this grate instead of having to use a flipendo switch, open push the block, open the flipendo switch, and get the grate to open, triggering a cutscene. He's just clipped the block through, and it's a lot easier. And oh,
Don't try this at home, by the way, kids. Throwing huge blocks on your head is not faster in
yes.
real life.
And it's also painful, from what I can understand.
I don't know, I haven't tried it yet, but I don't think I will. However, Portal's taken out the gnome. That gnome can be used for a very useful boost. He might pick up the other... No, he just goes for it. It's a relatively casual Wingardium from Portal.
Yeah, the boost, the gnome you can use to just simply boost off of this platform onto the next one. It looks very cool, but yeah, Portal isn't going for it. I believe it's also an EU only strat, right?
No, but it is harder on US.
Okay.
I have things on Discord, but I don't care.
Here, however, we can see that he does play on US. He's gonna not use glitches here. Use the glitchless way to jump around.
Yeah, because I think that one's EU specific, surely.
Yes, that one.
Yeah, so you
can
cast...
snipe the door.
Yeah, you can just snipe the door from across the platform.
Portal
But he
deloads the cutscene there by
Yeah.
casting into the empty space. Skipping the entire flit whip, rewarding you for your efforts. Portal doesn't need his rewards. Akon is in the block room, has gotten a nice clip.
And he's leaving the gnome alive, so I guess we'll see. And we see Portal trying to clip up this platform. This is to make sure that he doesn't trigger the Peeves cutscene that usually happens if you just walk into this room normally. And he's gonna try and get a multitask here as well, so he doesn't have to... Oh my god! Is that normal from Fred and George to, Fred and George just exploding everywhere?
Well, I wouldn't say it's normal, but it does happen when you do this. Meanwhile, Portal stringing the multitask, walking straight past
Yeah.
Crab and Goyle.
Yeah, he's doing really well with this.
And Malfoy is gonna be all intimidating, but because the Peeves fight is happening, Portal
Yeah.
gets movement and he just walks straight past.
He was still in the cutscene, so that was a really beautiful example of a multitask.
Also, it looks like Akon forgot to deload the Flitwick cutscene. Or
That's
he
an
just,
extra
like,
cast, you see.
Flitwick.
Oh, he wouldn't normally do it.
For a low-cost purist, that counts as a cast, that's true.
Yeah.
Can't believe how quickly everything grows round here.
Let's see if Akon is able to get the cutscene. I mean the multitask as well with Peeves.
Just
He's having
click
some
on.
trouble with clipping up. Oh, now he's got it. That's a nice hit.
Meanwhile, Portal chilling on the walls. There we go. It's the multitask.
Lovely. And we see Akon just continuing the multitask, just the same as Portal. Trying to go into the second cutscene so he can keep his movement all the way through. And Portal not boosting off of the snails. It's interesting.
But it seems like he fell a little bit short.
Oh, so he's using the glitchless backup of getting on the gates and just skipping through. And he's shaking his camera, so I assume he's not very happy.
Yes, but luckily he's a very big fan of this plant, so... Just get up there though. I don't think we've explained brightness boosting yet, have we?
Oh, I don't think we have. That's a good point.
So in this game, as well as in Harry Potter 2, there's a brightness slider, but it doesn't change your brightness. If you play in the windowed mode, and you change your brightness while in a ledge grab, or in this game while taking damage, you boost up in the air. And you can abuse that to boost past certain areas of the game, but also if you apply a hotkey to your shortcut on your desktop, and hit that button, the game reloads. That's what you see when it fades to black for a bit. And then you can just change the brightness slider and it will string a lot of boosts. And you can boost past things very easy. We can see a con do it here on the snail. He jumps on it, reloads, and then starts boosting right away.
Yep.
And he's up there.
It basically gives Harry some vertical height, so that way he can just like skip past a lot of the game areas and obstacles. It's gonna do the same thing with the plant as well. Get a little damage and then boost off from that damage.
The damage boosting, which is exclusive to HP1, also boosts you back a lot, which makes it possible for him to like kind of boost out of the stage and walk along the edges. Oh, and Con gets a very interesting super jump there.
Yeah, oh wow. Portal already in Incendio. I'm not getting the snipe on the button, but he's doing it now. Got to get the gnomes.
Gotta take out these gnomes, not only because it opens the door, but also because they can take your beans, which you don't want.
Beans are very important. Yeah, here you can see another example of brightness boosting and multitasking. Well, okay, he didn't brightness boost off of here, but it's a multitask.
Yep, got himself hit during the cutscene, and he can walk on.
He will surely brightness boost here, right? There's no way he doesn't. There we go. So he's in a ledge grab, reloads, moves his brightness slider to gain vertical height, and skip through the little puzzle. And that's there in that room. I'm not getting the snipe yet. Oh, and the gnomes are just attacking him.
There we go. He does get the snipe through the grate. That's just a bit of that collision.
And the door taking forever to open, and Portal's health was very low, but because the game loaded again, or it went through a load, you just regain half of your health. That's why HP1 is the superior game.
Exactly. It's actually on every save, so it counts for save books as well, even
That's
better.
true, yeah. Important getting stuck on the plant a little bit, trying to get the damage boost to fall back, but he got stuck. Portal's going to try and queue up the cutscenes here as well, just make sure that both the cutscenes play one after the other and gain some movement like he just did there. That was very clean.
Meanwhile, Con following through Incendio Way.
Yep. Missing the cast. So hopefully he's able to get this boost quickly. There is. He's gone quite high, but that's all right.
Yeah. What would an honestly kind of clean Incendio be?
Yeah.
Use over the entire maze. That's a
great
struggling with the snipe. There we go, gets it. And gets multitasked by the gnomes.
Yep. Gains movement and out the door. Portal's gonna try and avoid the end cutscene in this level, so he can avoid talking to Professor Sprout.
Yeah, in this game you just try to avoid talking to people. Here we see Harry jump over on the bush just to avoid talking to Hagrid.
Yep.
What a friend.
Good friend.
For once.
And is Portal paused?
It looks like it might be a little bit frozen. He has reloaded. I don't know, maybe he's checking something tech-wise during the cutscene.
I think I'll leave it somewhere for Longbottom to collect. How about up a tree?
Well, a con missing the multitask here. He's a little bit.
Come on then, Potter.
And Portal about to go and grab the Remember All for Malfoy. You need to knock Malfoy out in like 4 hits, I want to say.
Yes.
Yeah. And once that's done, you can grab the Remember All and get the end cutscene for this. And Akon is struggling to cast on the plant, but he's managed it now.
Stick, Potter. This stupid thing.
Getting the very clean boost off of that plant, by the way. That was beautiful from Akon.
Lands exactly where he wants to.
Yeah.
Instantly snipe that Flipendo.
Got my Remember All back.
Yeah, so normally you would have to cast on all 4 of these Flipendo switches, but it also works if you just cast 4 times on the same Flipendo switch. So it's a lot easier and faster to do it that way instead of casting on all 4. He's also avoided the end level cutscene.
Yep.
So that's nice.
Waits for the doors to close and then just walks around. And Sprout's like, well, fuck you then.
And he's avoided talking to Hagrid as well because
Very clean Hagrid skip.
good friend.
Meanwhile, Portal is making the Quidditch team after that impressive display of flying skill.
And Akon has to console Neville now.
He looks quite upset. Overlook that rule. Harry, Gryffindor's first Quidditch match.
Yeah, the lead is I feel like Portal just keeps gaining.
Slytherin team.
Yes. Con missing little things here and there, like the multitask on the blocks and...
Yeah, it kind of adds up.
Let's just see. Portal entering
Forest Edge.
37.
Oh no, he's gonna go for the Superman boost. This is like a notoriously hard boost. It's really difficult to get it correctly. But okay, Portal having absolutely no trouble with it.
Well, he boosts a little bit to where he doesn't want to be, but he does boost to the end of the stage.
And he has a little bit of a lean, or am I?
Yes.
Oh yes, he does.
Because you boost during the sliding.
Yeah.
In order to turn Harry's angle, you start leaning.
Harry, over here.
And Akon's struggling a little bit with Malfoy, but he's got it now. But it was much slower than Portal's, that's for sure.
On making the Quidditch team.
Maybe more.
Now, Portal is going to talk to Hagrid, and Hagrid's going to send him on a mission that is perfectly safe for an 11-year-old. Yeah, just go collect dangerous fiery plants.
Yeah, how else is he gonna hatch his illegal dragon egg? I mean, I don't know what you do when you have an illegal dragon egg, but I always ask 11-year-olds old to go into the forest to collect fire seeds.
Is in a very delicate stage.
Victor, if you're still here, could we get a refresh on the streams, please? Because they're lagging a little bit on the stream.
Fire seeds. I grow them in caves.
Thank you.
I need you to collect as many fire
I don't know if he heard me, but I'm gonna hope and pray that he did.
They're spitting fire and the seeds are hot. Let them cool down.
Okay, so Portal is actually like, yeah, I'm not up to this task. What he's gonna do here is he's gonna pretend to go for the task and then boost off this dog seed to return right back to Hagrid's garden.
Yeah, and this is like a 2-minute break in any percent. Instead of actually having to play the entire level of fire seeds, you know, where you go around collecting the dangerous seeds for Hagrid, you just boost off of the Doxy, land back into Hagrid's yard, and wait it out.
Meanwhile, Akon has entered at 30:37, so there's about a 2-minute difference already. So by the time Akon Portal leaves this waiting, this 2-minute waiting, Akon should be about there. Although he did have some struggles with the boost.
Yeah, he did manage to get it eventually, but yeah, it's still gonna cost him some time. And now it's just a waiting game. So how has everyone's days been?
Yes. I think this is the part where the guest commentator tells a little story about 2 minutes. So,
I don't know. My story is that I have a cold and it's very cold outside. Absolutely freezing.
freezing.
Well, freezing for me.
Okay, it's like 15 degrees.
It's not. I swear it's less than that. Probably like 8. And surely Portal should be done with the waiting any moment now. Any second.
Very close, and then it's another cutscene. Oh, I've seen that. I was already thinking that maybe my noise suppression wasn't on. There we go. Well, that's the update. Check things like these.
Oh, and we need to probably adjust Portal's screen a little. Because on this stream it doesn't show up.
Oh, yes.
Yep. But we do see, well, the commentators can see, and unfortunately the viewers can't, so I'll just narrate it for you. We see Hagrid clapping enthusiastically for a handful of seeds Harry conjured up from somewhere, which weren't fire seeds because he never went to the level.
Don't ask.
Yeah.
Don't
So
ask.
yeah, it's just maybe sunflower seeds. I don't know.
But then he does get a nice people flute.
Yes, as a little gift.
So Harry can improve his musical capabilities, which is very lovely of Hagrid.
And we see Ekon waiting in the cutscene.
Well, Portal is watching the cutscene, but it looks like he's tabbed out to fix some tech issues. Let me quickly look over at the stream. You can't see him yet, but we're working on it. There we go. Portal is visible again as he's going into his first Rumpeldunk match.
He has to catch the snitch and win the game for Gryffindor.
And make Oliver Wood proud, of course.
Absolutely. Best boy Oliver Wood. Okay, so unlike HP2, this Quidditch is not an auto-scroller. You actually have to navigate yourself and make sure you're close to the snitch. Then time your grabs when you see a certain bar come up of the snitch's closeness. And if you're not familiar with it, playing this can be a pain in the butt.
Yes. But I'm assuming both runners have enough experience with the game that they're playing should be relatively smooth.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like a predetermined path for the snitch to follow, so once you play enough times, you just know the path that it's gonna have. And Portal doing it with like ease.
Already
no
got it.
Wasn't even done explaining Portal. He's just so quick.
And Ekon has also finished up the waiting.
Yeah.
So we'll also be moving to Quidditch.
Yeah, it's like a levels difference between them now. But you never know. There's still a lot of levels left, and Ekon can still catch up. That is there, yeah.
I'm assuming the Portal will go for the mid boost there, which could lose a little bit of time if he doesn't get it, but more on that as we get there.
Again for winning the Quidditch match against
First he has to
Slytherin.
get to Lumos class, and there's a few interesting clips along the way.
Troubling me, Harry.
Yeah.
Ron and I heard strange noises outside the Forbidden Corridor.
And that is the next thing that we'll see, actually. There will be a little cutscene between Snape and Quirrell that you would normally see, but in any percent we try and clip over that cutscene trigger so we don't have to see it and we can just go to Lumos class straight away. And that is accompanied by another is it a cutscene skip, would you say? It lets you avoid the entire like spell learning process.
Yeah, you clip up somewhere to avoid the class.
Yeah.
Harry's skipping class and more like clipping class.
Yeah, it's just
Stop that.
glorified class skipping. Truancy, that's the word that I was looking for.
Hit the please stop that guy, that means the run is valid, and
Yep.
we're all good.
Floor is up these stairs. At least it
It's
was
very
yesterday.
important to hit that guy.
Meanwhile, Portugal man fell off the stairs a little bit. But what's in the
True to
name?
his name. And we'll see Akon run out and grab the snitch.
Yes, as Portal goes for the first clip. He gets
And
it first try,
easy
that's a long
as.
cutscene.
Yeah,
Now
that
the
one
second
makes a difference. First
Oh.
try on both. Portal is on fire in this.
Now he just walks into the trigger and he enters Lumos without ever learning it.
Yep.
Burrow's like, fine you little shit. You're in a
Life
hurry?
hacks.
They begin the Loomis
That's why. That's probably why Quirrell just chucks him into a life-threatening level and is like, "Hey, do you know what? This is a challenge for you. Go on."
Yeah.
And I'll show you. Skip in class.
down the mouse
SMH.
aim the spell
That's weird.
to cast Lumos. let
Anyway,
go.
we have Lumos, which is a particularly interesting level in terms of strats. There's quite a few. But yeah, we'll obviously discuss them when we're getting there. And
Right, isn't it?
Akon has caught the snitch successfully, so he's going to be doing the same thing that Portal just did, or attempting it at least.
Yep. It doesn't save any cast though.
Yeah. And you can just walk over that.
It looks like Portal's going for the mid boost because he only hits the right switch. Normally you have to go left there, hit the Lumos gargoyle, create platforms in the middle. But Portal's gonna try with a complicated boost to boost past all of that.
Yeah, it's a manual boost, and it's based off of Mip, who I think found it.
I think so.
Yeah. And you just kind of boost off of this entire pathway where normally you would have some Lumos platforms, but since Portal didn't trigger them, he has to go through them, and he's failing a couple of times. But he has the time to kill right now. Akon's far behind.
It sounds like he's made it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That looks good. And Portal is done with this part. Do you think he's going to go for Safe Book Super Jump?
Well, he hits the Lumos, I'm assuming not, but
Yeah.
fucking cool. Yeah, oh, he's now standing still.
He was
Forgot that he
I think-
wanted to go for Safe Book Super Jump, I think.
Yeah. I reckon he was like thinking about it.
Or there's something else going on.
Refresh stream, alright. Apparently we're behind. Alright. Oh yeah, I was quite behind. Well, Akon's just entering Lumos, and Porter is in the room with the Wingardium block in the Lumos. So he casts on the Lumos, it's going to bring up the other platform that he can boost off of and onto the next room. And he doesn't have to do the entire complicated
Goes
puzzle.
for Doxy Boost.
Yeah. There we go. Easy boost.
Economy while going for a cast skip with a super jump there. But gives up rather quickly. Or at
Probably
least
smart.
attempts to give up, but Quirrell's in the way.
Was.
As Portal is not going for Doxy Boost, but walks around for a little bit to boost off a ledge grab there.
Yeah, that's the safer alternative, but it's slightly slower. But Portal got a super jump there, so
If you get super jumps on the way for swag, it's worth it.
yeah.
As Econ also will go for mid boosts.
And here you can see Portal landing on the invisible platform, and he can just cast and end the level because there's the end level trigger. That's
Yeah,
a
if any
particularly
actor in
clean.
this game hits the end level trigger, then the level just ends. So
Yep.
Next is our potions lesson. And it looks like we're all
Is it
Game doesn't
fine.
care if it's
Boost as
Harriet.
well.
Hmm?
Is
Sorry?
Akon trying the mech boost as well?
Yep.
Better make
It's a low cost strat, so
Of course. So he should be familiar with it. He should hopefully get it as well. Oh, struggling a little bit with it. Come on, Akon, I believe you can do it. Meanwhile, Portal is making his way down to the dungeons where he has a potions class with everyone's favorite, Professor Snape.
Learn how to mix a
well,
wiggle
I think he's the bad guy, by the way.
Yes, I agree. It was sarcastic.
For potions, Mr. Potter. Inexcusable.
And Akon's made it.
He's passed.
From Gryffindor.
Well done, Akon.
Potter.
He does.
Oh dear.
Yep.
Oh dear. He's
Going
going.
for the safer setup that Flo found,
And flubberworm mucus.
which is a little bit slower, but
Yeah.
it is cool.
Now be gone and don't come back.
So what he's trying to do here currently is jump into the save book, and when you reload your save from that point on, you can get a super jump.
Must be dissonant.
It's only possible in 2 spots, I want to say, right? Like in the...
Well, it's possible in every save book, but it's only very rarely useful.
Right, okay, yeah.
I got this.
He's struggling a little bit with it, so I guess...
You have to hit the jump button exactly as you unpause.
Yeah. Because super jumps are frame perfect, so it's... He's trying his hardest, but it doesn't seem to be working right now. This is looking like my any percent attempts.
Yo!
And there we go.
Of course I
That
get
just
it in fucking
gets
any
you
percent.
to the next platform instantly. And Portal on this boost. And he's got it. Very nice.
He's boosting through the potion section, where he's collecting some ingredients for a Wiggenweld potion that he will never actually make.
We make that in year 2, so it's fine, right?
Worth it.
Yeah. So this is fairly straightforward. Just open the doors, cast on the switches to make the blocks move, and then proceed. Not that much, that many shenanigans in this level at this point. There are a few low-cast strats that involve boosting off of these platforms, but like understandably so, nobody's going for it yet.
Bloody Baron.
Yep.
Maybe a con will.
You never know. He has
Yeah,
been
you never
struggling a little bit back in Lumos,
Yeah.
on this platform as well. I think he will go for Doxy Boost, but then again, I've been wrong before.
Yeah, and you want to avoid the star, by the way, because it has a Peeves fight trigger just next to the star. It's like really close to it. So if you walk into the star, you essentially walk into the Peeves fight, and it's quite slow.
Yep. As Akon does not go for it, and
Yeah. It's going for the
Portal
safe
using his
alternative.
head to hold up an enormous gate that holds the block and skipping
Yeah.
a puzzle.
Very quick, very efficient. Well done,
And a
Portal.
perfect boost from the front side of that dungeon platform, instantly skipping a big portion with like a ton of ledge grabs.
Yeah, that's like 2 minutes, I want to say.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the bigger ones.
Yeah. Trying to get the second ledge grab so he can just go straight up and getting it easily. He made that look so easy. That is nowhere near that easy. Like that
Yeah, that
particular
was very
boost.
smoothly done.
Yeah.
Except the
That particular
safety
boost is
save.
very temperamental, at least for me. And I know it is for Renee as well.
Yeah. Oh
Because
no.
on-
Portal's going for a low cost strat.
Oh no. He's gonna try and get the lean here and get into the wall walk. Oh gosh. Well, I
Yes.
spoke too soon about the low cast strats not being used.
Oh, what Portal's trying to do is grab the ledge, but as soon as Harry gets close to a ledge, the game tries to like snap him and slide him towards where his hands perfectly align with the ledge. If you boost during that, you can see what happens here. Harry moves forward as you land, and then you get more forwards momentum during your boosts, and you can use that to boost up here. And you're gonna want to go onto that candle If your head is not stuck in the wall, it's not. There we go. We will falls next to it, but that's the idea. You jump on the candle and then to the platform.
Yep.
The alternative in the speedrun would be to click your mouse button and cast Lumos, but it's okay.
Yeah, well, I guess we're trying to save that particular Lumos cast here. And bumping into the Bloody Baron. Gosh. Oh no, he's gonna attempt it again.
Yeah, he
Oh,
does get
portal.
the lead instantly.
Yeah. That was very cool.
On making his way into Potions 1. Boost himself very hard there. A little stuck in the corner. Okay, Portal gets it.
Nice.
That's how you skip one cast in HP1. Not going to go for the second one. You have to do 2 of these in a row. The second one is more difficult, so for the tournament he decides to not go for that.
Yeah. I'm very thankful that he didn't go for it because it gives me a lot of anxiety in that particular strat. Here he's just going to use the moving platform boost to... Okay.
Wants to.
Yeah, but he's not able to get the platform moving in the right direction. But he is now. And it's almost... Oh, that was a really nice super jump. And almost at the end of the level now.
Super jumps into the Disney.
Yeah, lovely.
Because that must be Disney.
Late again,
That must be Disney.
A further 3 points from
Meanwhile, Icon is... He's caught up a little bit. He's halfway through potions because of Portal attempting the low cast strat. So he's gained a little bit of time, but it's still like quite a considerable lead from Portal.
Yes, and on top of that, I don't put it past Icon to go for the low cast strat as well.
Yeah, that's true. Now we're gonna see a troll chase where Ron leads Harry to the girls' bathroom and there's going to be a troll who's going to run after them. And you have to jump and navigate around holes in the floor to avoid falling down and making it through to the girls' bathroom actually.
The best part of this is that you, no matter if you want to or not, you will collect a lot of beans.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Icon going for a very precise block clip there, which is normally only used in low cast, but
of course he knows how to do it. That was beautiful. I've never seen
I do think it's faster, but like it's just incredibly inconsistent. But
I'm trying to go for the other boost now.
just take it from the other side. As you see, Portal just jumped into it, which is a little bit more finicky. Icon going for a safer setup there, which worked well for him. Doesn't bother with the ledge grab. This Portal is just on a bean collecting spree.
Yeah, he's just running and avoiding the holes. Although it looks in a certain spot in this, there is a part in the floor which looks solid, but there is, I think, is it 1 pixel, a singular pixel that is just not there until you fall through the floor.
I don't want to talk about it. Yes, there is I think there's actually more than 1 point, but like there's one that it seems to occur more often on, as the con does go for the
dear gosh. No way.
And Portal successfully lures the troll into the bathroom.
Yep.
And realizes not a good idea.
And Icon got it like immediately. That was
Got it immediately. The funny thing I noticed is that he cast the Lumos anyway, so it's not like he actually skipped the cast, but he's always going for the second one as well.
He too good. That's true. He do be too good at low cast. He gets the leads literally like immediately, and that's insane.
Oh, he's up there actually.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Gonna
that's
do it.
actually
Invisible
amazing.
platform, which he ledge grabs, but he gets it.
Well done, Icon.
That's impressive.
That is
Portal
really
also
good.
going for a low cast strat, boosts out of troll, and
He's gonna let Ron handle the fight on his own. What a good
Yes.
friend.
So the troll can throw stuff at Harry or Ron. If he throws stuff at Harry and it hits him, it just takes health away. And you just need to wait for Ron to do a spell. Every time it hits Ron, it loses time. But, well, maybe Portal wanted to eat something. He decides to just boost out and now wait for RNG to finish off the fight.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Icon is done with the potions / dungeons level.
Yes. That means he will also go to watch the troll segment. Portal did manage to boost out, but as you can see by his health bar, it's relatively close. It was his last chance, because what you want to do, if I kind of missed it, but you need to get hit by something the troll throws, and then just boost over the invisible wall that keeps you in the game area there. Because this is not somewhere you're supposed. Okay, Portal now decides to block it too.
Okay, Portal.
Do you have any
talk about it?
things to say about Harry's back?
He's a minor, so I don't think anything I say would be appropriate.
But yes,
It's a backside.
it's a nice rope he got.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's essentially just using the damage boosting to go over the invisible barrier and into the spot where Portal is right now. Covering the camera. Fake back.
And Icon is running away from the troll. Wouldn't it save more time if we just fought the troll right away?
Yes, I think so. Oh, but he's finally done.
Thanks for saving me.
Yep.
Is he dead?
Ron handled the fight like a champ.
Yeah.
While Portal hit it in the corner.
Only got hit like 20 times. Good job, Ron.
He could take it.
Yeah.
Because he is Chad Ron.
That's very true.
Gryffindor common room and discuss the strange goings
And now we have the Filch section, which is the stealthiest, sneakiest, scariest part of this game, if you ask me.
Yes, but first, one more Quidditch.
Ah, that's true. Yes, there is another Quidditch match.
Round 2.
Against Ravenclaw.
Again, if you've played this game enough, you know where the snitch goes. You can just follow that path and catch it without any issues, really. So I'm crossing my fingers that Portal is able to get it.
He should. I'm assuming Icon goes for the low cast threat as well then.
Do you
Or he
think
could
it's
like
thinking
use
of-
this to catch up. But
Yeah.
he will.
Oh, and Portal missing a couple grabs on the
Last
snitch, but
positioning.
yep, we got the third one.
Oh. He does
Oh.
try to hit the thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
well.
definitely. Oh, well, okay. Well, it's faster than the light cast strat, even if Ron gets hit.
Yeah, especially in the beginning, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Harry, Ron, and Hermione spent most of their free time in Hagrid's hut, trying to convince him that he couldn't keep Norbert, his beloved dragon. Eventually, after much coaxing, Hagrid agreed.
It's a fairly straightforward fight, but you want to make sure that you cast your Flipendo at like the right time, because if the sinks or the toilets or whatever the troll is throwing it comes too far, then your Flipendo's just gonna miss it and it will hit Ron and it loses time.
A very Merry Christmas to you.
It's a little bit preciser than it looks.
Yeah.
Harry tried on the cloak, while Ron and Hermione helped to prepare for the climb up the tower.
Now Harry's trying on his invisibility cloak.
You can't stay invisible.
Yep,
while you
Harry
pass
got a
by.
Christmas
The
gift.
Filch might see you.
What a nice Christmas present. When do
Oh,
I get an
wait.
invisibility
Yeah.
cloak?
Bundled up, Harry set off for the
Yes,
tallest
Santa,
tower.
when do we get our invisibility
Who
cloaks?
could conceal it from Filch and his cat, Mrs. Norris?
Let's get out of here.
And Harry's gonna use that cloak to sneak Hagrid's illegal dragon up a forbidden section of the castle at night. Because that's what you do.
Yeah. And we have the notorious Filch, who keeps yelling at the students and basically hates students, trying to catch the intruder in the forbidden corridor.
Yep. Even though it's clearly not the forbidden corridor, but the way to the highest tower.
Maybe it's a corridor that is forbidden to students. I don't know. I'm just trying to help him out. Yeah, Icon has clawed back some time because of Portal doing the low cast strat and having bad RNG with it as well. But
I've seen worse on the RNG, but Icon gets hit during Quidditch and goes into a slide, which not what you want. Meanwhile, Portal making his way through the rooms comes up with like probably the most difficult part of Filch.
Yeah, this room is difficult. This first part is like relatively easy, but you know, the next part where you kind of have to cast and then jump around Filch is a lot harder. So what's also like important to note is that Filch can't hear you when you're on the carpet, but as soon as you're on the wood, he will be able to hear you.
Yep, and that's what we can abuse here. He will hear you when you fall. That's why he comes over.
Yeah, so as soon as you fall, he comes up, you jump, you land on the carpet, and you're just fine. You cast, step back a little bit to avoid getting into his path, and then you can just walk on.
Oh.
Portal made that strat look so easy. It's just, that was brilliant.
The nice thing about that strat is that it's 100% movement.
Yeah, it's pure movement, that's true.
Also, Icon has also gotten his Christmas present there.
Let's go.
Make his way into Filch.
2 invisibility cloaks this year, but none for us. How is that fair?
Yeah. SMH. Is it because you sang Santa Baby?
Possibly. Well, now we have Icon starting the Filch section, so they're actually in the same level now, which is...
The kick jump.
Oh dear gosh.
Gustav does not get the Lumos that he needs in between those platforms.
This is a really, really hard strat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just clip up, and now this is probably one of the most precise jumps that you can do in the speedrun. And he gets it. Let's go.
Well done, Portal. That's brilliant.
That jump is incredibly tight. It doesn't look like it when somebody makes it, but trust me, that's a tight jump.
Yeah, that looks far easier than it is.
And Portal just casually boosts over the bridge, over the last segment.
And he's
up the tower.
Yeah, he's up the tower now.
Oh, Icon getting caught. He didn't manage to lure Filch away from the door. And got a little confused, and Filch was like, he's mine? Has to start the section over.
Yeah.
Ron's brother
that's a little slow, unfortunately.
Return him to Romania.
Yes, Portal now an entire Filch level ahead, which is pretty long.
Yeah. I feel like the stream is a little bit delayed, and it's further ahead for us, but on the stream it's a little bit delayed. So I don't know if Victor's still
I'll
here.
talk a little slower.
Aha! I've heard you for sure this time. Quick.
So Portal just casually finishes off the Voldemort fight and clocks in at a world record pace.
You'll not get past me now, you rotten little gutter snipes.
And Icon getting the cast a second time. Portal's gonna do the safe strat
I'm
here.
getting caught again.
Oh dear.
He's struggling with that second room, shaking his camera, testing his seat.
Intruder!
Meanwhile, Portal's having absolutely no troubles at all. He's played through Filch many, many times, and he knows these strats really well, so...
He also knows where the safety save is and decides to just go for it. Because optimally you don't take a single save book in Filch 2. Unless you're uncomfortable, then you take the safety save, which loses a little bit of time, but it's worth it. Portal used cleanly jumping around there.
Yeah, this is like, if people are familiar with like Willow Jump from HP2, you kind of just jump around the thing. It looks way easier than it is. And now Portal sees the mirror of Erised.
That
Where he's-
is a good mirror.
Yeah. Wow. As you can understand from Harry's exclamation, he's never seen a mirror in his life, probably.
James and
So
Lily
it's a really
Potter.
fancy mirror.
Harry stared hungrily back
And
as
the
though
con
hoping to
comes
fall
up at the
right
difficult
through the
part
glass
of
and
Filch
he
1.
was startled when a voice
Yeah, he's made it out of the danger room for him.
slowly about. So you,
I wonder
like
if he's going to
others
take this
before you,
safe.
have discovered the delights of the
Doesn't
mirror
look
of
like it.
Erised.
Yeah,
said Professor Dumbledore.
I stand
Went on to
corrected.
explain
It was very
that the mirror
clean.
showed nothing
Yeah, that looks really
or
good.
nothing less than the deepest,
Well done, Akon.
most desperate desire of our hearts, but that it would give neither knowledge nor truth. The mirror of
Now,
Erised.
Okay, I think it is safe to say that Akon's probably
Dumbledore
not
went
going
on,
to go for the king
adding
jump.
ominously that if
But I
Harry
could be
ever
wrong.
came across it again,
That's also
he
true.
would be prepared.
He will probably go for the king jump.
There we go.
No, I've never seen that way of backing out of
Filthy Welsh
the
gave us the
section.
slip, Mrs.
That's
Norris.
interesting.
I've locked the only door out of here for the sake of me nerves. Stay here and watch the library for a bit, my dear.
We see Filch petting his cat. Good old Mrs. Norris. She's very cute, but she's kind of mean.
She's deadly.
Yeah. She kills runs.
Especially runs, yes. Yep, it definitely looks like
Oh dear.
Con is trying to go for the boost that's so much easier on the EU version, and then switches it to the more traditional one. Yep, that's definitely a setup for King Jump. He's gonna do it slightly different though.
Yeah.
Instead of the clip that Portal did, he's going to jump back into a ledge grab and then boost up on the railing.
That gate, it makes an awful racket. You take that side of the room, and I'll take this one.
And there it is. He's on the ledge now. And he's going to set up for the jump. And fingers crossed he gets it as well.
What's that?
For a minute it looked
Wow.
like he was going to be quitting the game there,
Yeah.
but he didn't.
And we see Portal in the final room for Filch. You just have to cast Wingardium on these blocks. Avoid Mrs. Norris and Filch on either side of the rooms. And yeah, just as soon as you place the blocks on the platforms, it lifts the barrier on the door. And once all 4 of them are gone, you can go through.
Yep. Portal might go for a multitask at the end there, which would be interesting.
Oh, that's
One
true.
thing we can see is that Portal, as soon as he lets go of the spell, as he shoots it, he turns his camera around. That extends extends the reach of your of your Wingardium cast, allowing him to cast from slightly further away.
Yeah.
Let's walk very close on this one. That means he's gonna probably go for it.
No, he doesn't.
Or he misses it? No, he does go for it. Or am I confused? No, I think he went for it. Yep.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, so in this multitask, you kind of you can just be
What?
invisible, and
I'm very confused. Portal somehow got next to the door.
yeah,
Next
I
setup
think he was
night.
blind walking.
Yep.
And this is an interesting spot for Icon. He was trying to go up the tower, but he was on the tower for some reason.
Wait, what? I missed that. I was very confused by Portal getting stuck between the doors.
He was in the balcony. He wanted to see if Fred and George were actually going to meet with Charlie. And we just avoid. There's a cutscene here if you go straight into Fred and George, and they take you to the bottom of the thing. But you can just walk around it to avoid the cutscene, and that is the end of Filch.
Yep. Portal now
Rest?
making it into the last chapter of the game,
Hermione
Yeah.
and
where we
Harry's
stop
search
Snape
for
from getting the
secret
Philosopher's Stone.
It could produce the elixir of life.
Well, record finished like a few
Potion
seconds ago, so.
anyone immortal.
It did, yes.
No wonder
And that
someone's
was
trying
with
to get
intro.
it. Anyone would want it.
It was.
Hermione suspected.
But the intro was 9 seconds shorter, of course. So.
That's also true. And there's faster strats, kind of.
Stone that was
Yes.
down the forbidden corridor, being guarded by whatever it was that had growled.
Well, we see Akon going for the slightly more dangerous alternative here. Okay, never mind. He went the safe
He may
way.
be planning to steal the
Well,
sorcerer's
it looked
stone.
like he was trying to go the dangerous way, then realized his movement was a bit messed up, and then
Yeah.
Left 10
backed it up
minutes ago
nicely.
for the Ministry of Magic in London.
That must mean that tonight's the night.
Yep, and he's through to the next room. I hope he can get the save book just to stay safe. Make sure you stay safe.
He does, yes.
What about Phil?
Lovely.
He's always watching the forbidden
And
corridor.
we'll see
just have to take our
Portal
chances
going to a room with the big three-headed puppy. The good boy.
It looks like Filch is somewhere else tonight.
What Khan is trying to do here is trying to get up to that bookcase, which is barely possible, but it is possible. Casually, well, if you get a super jump, it's very doable.
Yep.
Casually, you go all the way around and talk to Nearly Headless Nick for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Do quite a bit of platforming, and we skip all of that with that one jump.
Mm-hmm. I actually don't even know how to do it casually anymore. Like, that's the only way that I know how to
I
do
think
it.
this is where the growling has been coming from.
And now Akon sees the fancy mirror and he's like, wow.
In there. But we've
Wow.
got to stop Snape.
Okay, Owen Wilson.
Go on, Harry. We're right behind you.
And Hermione urging Harry to go into the mouth of danger, or the lion's den, as it were.
Only
It's
And now
okay.
there's the three-headed puppy, and if you play music to this puppy, he falls asleep. So you have to make sure that all the three heads are individually asleep, and that's how the puppy's going to be asleep completely. It's
Yep.
actually putting the dog to sleep, and it doesn't have a hidden meaning behind it, like, oh, I put my dog to sleep, like, not like that.
Oh,
Not
he
that-
gets up later. We don't see it, but it definitely happens.
Yeah, he's only sleeping, I swear. There's zzz coming out of his head.
Yes, that's the thing. Danger is nullified whenever you have a flute. That's canon. That's
No, I don't.
one of the life wisdoms to take away from
See you
this.
in a minute.
Yep.
I hope.
And that's how Hagrid's present to Harry was very useful in defeating Snape,
Yeah.
the bad
You
guy.
said present to Harry. I thought you meant the birthday cake. I'm like, where did that come in?
Come on, Harry.
No,
Can also
the-
be used to distract dog, sure.
Mhm.
Stay here and watch the library for a bit, my dear.
And now Akon is almost in the final room of Filch.
I know what this is. It's a
This
devil's
is
snare.
the Devil's Snare.
Next time I'm
Um,
gonna pay more attention in herbology.
You cast Incendio 5 times on each of the sausages as they are
To get you close to
referred
those
to in the game
tentacles.
code.
Oh.
And they fall down. So
Yep,
that's how
or-
you feel.
Or the 360 sausage strat.
Yeah,
What was it called? WD 360 sausage strat?
I think.
Make sure you hit it in 5K. It's a little bit slower. It's a low cast strat, but it ensures that you don't hit. As you can see, these tentacles in the front. Don't question it, but they come towards Harry. And sometimes your incendios hit that instead, and that would waste a cast in low cast. So you can just run forward and do this awkward turnaround.
And make sure the sausages fall down.
Yep. Always make the sausages fall down. Another one of the life wisdoms to take away from this.
And he's done. All the sausages are on the
Thanks,
floor.
Harry.
That was close,
Easy.
Harry.
As
This way, Harry.
Akon is also in the final room of Filch 2.
Yep, he's also on his way to be done with Filch, unless he gets caught, which would be very unfortunate.
Practice.
Did get the safe book though, just in case. Maybe it was uncomfortable.
Good
Yeah.
luck, Harry.
Now what Portal needs to do is catch the key, which is going to open the next door.
That's what keys do, yes. And
Yeah.
once again, it's on a on a predetermined pattern.
Yep.
With that turnaround in it, you could see that Portal anticipated on that a little bit too early, but he knew what was happening.
Yep, and he's caught the key, and now the gang goes through the door and onto the next stage, onto the next trap that Snape has definitely designed for them.
Yes.
Is Icon going to go for the multitask? No. No.
It didn't look like it,
Yeah.
but it is. Yes, it looks like it.
Oh gosh. I can never tell. Is this like a low-cut variation of that multitask? I've never seen this.
It's the US version variation.
Yeah, okay, that's probably it then.
Portal doesn't want to talk to his injured friend, who's laying a little bit further. So
Now, instead of playing the King's Gambit, Portal is just going to just jump over the chessboard. That's much faster if you can do it correctly.
yes, I would like him to jump over the chessboard.
I mean,
I'm
not
assuming-
necessarily over the chessboard, but you know.
I mean, it's possible, right?
Yeah, there is a really silly super jump, but it's really dangerous as well.
Portal just jumping on the collision, which is actually not a glitch. It's allowed in glitchless to jump onto that chessboard real quick. Skipping over his injured friend. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. And again,
he's on
this
his own for
movement
6
is...
seconds and he's down.
Yeah. This movement is also predetermined, so you can just follow like the same path for Harry, and you will never get hit by the chess pieces. You can just keep going, and they destroy each other while you stay alive.
Yep, the way chess works everywhere pretty much is as soon as you make one move, all the pieces on the board make a move, and if they happen towards you, and if they happen to land on the same spot, they destroy each other.
Yeah.
That's how chess works.
That is, can confirm. I have taken chess lessons, so I know that's actually true.
Come on,
Meanwhile,
let's go.
Akon also making it into Chapter 5, the final chapter.
And Portal is on to the very last puzzle before actually facing the bad guy.
Yeah, Snape is waiting at the end, but well, there's a potion puzzle there. But not if you're a full Portal guy, and you just chill on the walls and run past.
Easy clap. And this is how we know that it was Snape, because it's a potions puzzle. Who else makes potions? Nobody else.
Nobody.
Portal made that look incredibly easy. Now he's just on to the final boss fight.
Yep, and there's
And we'll have the big reveal. That's not Snape.
I've been fooled.
I have been fooled as well. What? But he made... But there was potions.
I think Snape forced them to.
Stuttering Professor
Oh.
Quirrell.
God damn it.
Inquisitive to
This
Damn
is
it,
the
Snape.
second time this week, you know. Ugh, fucking Quirrell again.
Portal just saying fuck it to that block puzzle. Boost from the very first block. Doesn't quite hit it. Oh, he's going for the damage boost back up.
Oh, dangerous.
Also doesn't quite work for him.
But I mean, he has the time to kind of faff around a little bit, because Akon is still in Fluffy, and Portal makes it.
Well, he hits the edge, which is I don't think he wanted to. Or he
Yeah.
wanted to hit the edge, but he just triggers the cutscene. You can boost over that cutscene, which allows you to boost over another cutscene, but he sadly can't do that. We'll see if Akon goes for it, if we have the time for that. Because of time constraint, we have decided that after the winner of the match finishes and the other person has 5 more minutes to finish the run before we join them back and end the match there.
Yeah.
Give me the...
Yeah, so we give them 5 extra minutes after the race is essentially finished, because the other person's won.
Yes. But Akon not getting the faces in the right order, the heads. He's struggling a little bit.
And Portal is on the the actual last bit of the fight, it's got 2 phases where he's just gonna.
Did you say 2 phases or 2 faces?
That was a nice wordplay. I did not even notice that. But yeah, Voldemort / Quirrell is gonna charge his spells at you, kind of just navigate around the pillars, drop them on his head. Very Kevin McAllister from Home Alone, but Harry does it as well. And that concludes the first phase of this fight. And in the second phase, he just destroys all the pillars, so he can't do it anymore.
Yes, the tall one. And he also shoots a homing spell. It's also the color of the death curse, but it's not actually instant death.
Yeah.
Your Harry Potter.
Yeah, you just get a little bit of damage, which you can actually use to kind of make sure that he stays in the same spot. And
Yeah. It just tanks that homing hit.
Yeah.
To ensure Voldy stays, he can only do 3.
Yeah.
He has to make sure one of them hits the block.
And when you go behind the mirror, Voldemort's a little silly. He doesn't realise that you're behind it, so he thinks you're right there, and he just shoots at you, but the mirror throws it back. And that's a GG portal. It's a 1
GG's?
28. Well done. Meanwhile, Akon is just grabbing the keys.
Yes, Dumbledore casually strolls up to a now dead Harry.
Yeah, but do you think he keeps waiting in the shadows and is like, "Hey, that's my literally an 11-year-old student. I'll just watch him die and then I'll step in to save him."
Well, I think he just didn't want to intervene with the race.
That's true.
Then it was GG's, and then then Harry just falls over. That's kind of on him.
Sharing his concern. Nevertheless, Harry.
And Akon goes through the keys. Now he has the chess, then the potions, and then the bad guy, which is weirdly not Snape.
Wait, how do you know? Maybe it's Snape this time.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. I shouldn't mistrust Quirrell again. Did it once. It was bad. And Akon's not going for chess skip, so he's actually going to talk to his injured friend. And he's going to be like, "Hi Ron, hope you're doing okay. I'm just going to go and step into this death ring of a chess puzzle and hopefully make it out the other side."
I think you will. I believe.
Yeah. He's the main character, of course. He's got plot armor.
Good point, yes.
However,
but yeah, same movement of the pieces as before, and like we saw in Portals. It's always going to be the same. It's not like HP5 where the chess pieces have sentience. Well, I guess they do because they hit each other. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
The additional point had won the House Cup for Gryffindor.
Neil Dumbledore does rig everything in favor of Harry.
So Gryffindor wins the House Cup when it should have been Slytherin rightfully, but...
I mean, did Slytherin save the world from Snape?
No.
There we go.
But it's not about saving the world, it's just about Hogwarts.
Well, Harry saved Hogwarts as well.
That's true. And we'll get to see the most amazing prank ever, by the way. We have one of our favorite teachers, Professor Snape. Lol.
Who's still kind of sus, I think.
Yeah. He's gonna get bamboozled.
Don't you mean bean-boozled?
Bean-boozled, indeed.
Not sponsored, by the way, Sadekman.
And Akon makes it through the potions puzzle as well, really easily. Didn't make it look hard at all. And yeah, now he has the final boss fight left. I suppose he's going to try for the Quirrell skip, where you just boost off of or not.
He's gonna just position a block so he can do a Quirrell skip easier.
Oh, okay.
what we saw Portal do is a lot more risky, or to get the coral skip, because the positioning is very tricky on that one.
Mhm.
Yeah, it looks like Akon will be fighting Voldy by the time the 5 minutes end, so we'll just let him finish that.
Yeah. I'm like taking that hit, but obviously the frog is right there, so I
It
can't.
takes a
Should be
little
okay.
bit different, but
Oh, that's an interesting way of doing it. I've never seen that. And
it
he
seems so
can.
fast, so well,
That's true.
expect that. No,
He can
gets
just skip over this. Oh, well, if it worked, he would have been able to skip over Quirrell and or getting stuck again.
Imagine if you're the bad guy and you came up with a plan, and then this guy just burst into the ceiling, and you're like, now what?
Yeah, my plan has been foiled. It's like, oh, and Akon trying to go for the damage boost as well. And we have Portal doing Chungus.
Yes.
Oh dear. Chungus good run, right?
Maybe we should censor that.
Yeah. Well, Akon's missed that final boost as well, so he's gonna have to go through the fight the same way as Portal did.
Gave up on that, just went for the damage boost backup, which sadly didn't quite get, but he got up there. So yeah, we will let Akon finish the final fight, because he's here now, that's
Yeah.
no problem.
Meanwhile, there's a Chungus run going on, and yeah, it's a chunky airy boy, and left side, and
I refuse to
God,
commentate this run.
is he trying to manually boost? Oh my god, he really is. Oh my goodness.
Akon is fighting as Voldemort.
Yep.
First phase, he's trying to hit the pillars on top of him.
Yep. Trying to get him in the middle, go behind the mirror, get that second hit, go behind the second pillar again, get him to cast at you, drop the pillar on his head, go around behind the mirror, make him really mad so he gets rid of all the pillars, so you only have the short little stubby pillars left.
Oh, and Akon is done.
Oh,
it looks
okay.
like.
Akon does not want to finish, so let's go join them. You guys.
I think Akon did incredibly, but yeah, I fucked up a lot of stuff.
You also attempted low cast strats, both of you, which was very fun to watch, I must say.
Let's go.
But yeah, very well done.
Thank. Well, I seem to be advancing for some reason. I do not deserve this.
Akon, did you decide that Voldemort was allowed to win today?
One man? Are you muted? I think he's muted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we got our confirmation there. Voldemort has officially won.
Yep.
Do you guys have any last comments on this match?
Badeg.
Honestly, same. What did I? Well, I didn't really fail that much. I failed Wingardium multitask. I failed. I killed the gnome in Wingardium as well. I fucked up the lean once, because it's faster. And I fucked up mid boost twice. And that's about it. Filch 2 multitask almost worked, but I started tapping left way too early. So that was
landed in such a precarious spot there, right next to Norris.
Yeah, I knew, I knew where I was, and I'm like, okay, I'm fucked. She's just gonna catch me. And then I go, okay, no sudden movements, just treat her like a dinosaur, and then I run.
Yep.
But like, yeah, that was fun. Thanks, Akon, for the game. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully, we got to show off some low cast strats as well.
You definitely did.
Yeah.
Especially the W, the R360 sausage strat.
It's 180.
Oh, 180. That's what
Well,
was
that's why I
wrong.
keep casting the wrong way. All right.
All right.
Can we have a look at the bracket with
Yeah,
that?
Victor, can you show the bracket? It seems like I am advancing. Big shout outs to my good friend Victor, who is hosting in my in my place today because I won't be available in 20 minutes. So yeah.
Yes, that is the bracket, and we will see that. Wait, I can fill this in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Yeah, Victor can also fill it in.
Yeah, so Portal advances to round 3.
Yep, it would appear so. Which means I am going to be facing Zabaluzak or Farb. Very fun times.
There we go.
Lovely.
And who is the con potentially going to be facing? Can we scroll down a bit?
Yes, if we scroll down, we will see that in the losers bracket, Akon will be facing
Either Dabs or Mark.
Either Dabs or Mark. So what do you think about that, Akon?
Yes.
Okay, well, I appreciate the emotional response. I can tell that it means a lot to you. And with that, our next match is going to be Nikki versus Raz.
Yeah, Nikki versus
So-
Raz. So
Yeah.
whenever we're ready, we can hop in a quick transition.
Yes, I think we should go to the transition. Thank you, runners. Thank you, 50, for joining me in commentary, and we'll be
you.
back
Yep.
in a little bit.
Like 10 minutes, I think is good. We're on schedule, right? Yeah, we're on schedule. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so
Nice.
Nikki says, please help. I don't know if that's...
He
We'll
wasn't
help
able
him.
to figure out. He was
Yes,
in the
start the
waiting room.
timer and yeah, perfect. Thank you, Victor. All right, you can also start theme music and mute us all. We'll be back in a bit. Love you guys.
can I kill it so you can see?
Do you
Yeah,
have to
share
do
screen.
YouTube RTMPS or
I use I just put in custom.
Yeah,
custom
just
and
really?
then server, or is it?
No,
Oh, I understand.
Let us
it's
see.
just custom.
Guys, I can hear you on the stream now, I think.
No, it's
There was nothing about the starry sky that night to suggest that strange and mysterious things would soon be happening. As unsuspecting muggles slept, a huge motorbike with a giant astride it tumbled down from the darkness. The giant, named Hagrid, left a blanket-wrapped bundle on the doorstep of number 4, Privet Drive. Nestled in the bundle was a baby. Harry Potter, the boy who lived. For the next 11 years, Harry lived with his dreadful step-parents. Hagrid took Harry to Diagon Alley to purchase a most unusual list of school supplies. While at Gringotts Wizard Bank, Hagrid collected a scruffy package from the old 713, mentioning to Harry that the package, whatever it was, would be safer at Hogwarts. Soon after, Harry caught the Hogwarts Express from platform 9 3/4 and left the Muggle world far behind. Dumbledore stood up.
This term, the corridor on the 3rd floor is out of bounds to everyone who does not wish to suffer a most painful death.
Harry sat beneath the sorting hat, hoping that he would not be chosen for Slytherin House over Gryffindor.